Mommy needs that to show Daddy.
So I'm cutting the first angle. When I get this other wedge straightened up, should be able to bend that and then throw our bracket in there, and it should follow that. Perfect.
Nice.
Should. A lot of shoulds. I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but I'm gonna
Score it.
I was gonna try to, but my disc isn't really. We've all been there. We're not quite long enough to get the job done. Otherwise, yeah, whatever. I'll hit it with a hammer if I gotta get them right. The bracket should center everything. Feel better. I'm curious to see if this is gonna be the right size. After all, I cut the whole thing an extra 1/8 of an inch wide, just in case those angles took up a little bit of room. Oh, hell yeah, that should work. We can make that work. Oh, it's so good. It is so good. Come on over here. Oh. All right, so I haven't measured it to see, but here's my first cut where that corner came together, and as you can see, it bent pretty even with where the other one bent, so I'm not unhappy about that. But I cut inside of my marks on this. I cut on my marks on this and didn't even think about, I don't know, blade width, whatever that is. So it still should be strong and can stay together, but personally I may lay a bead in there and try to hide some of the ugly. This one's okay, I could live with that. But so you can tell, maybe not, the rains have come to get me, but I guess that means I won't light anything on fire if I keep cutting. So that last one I did at 80 1/8 inches, and it turned out decent enough, so that's what I'm going to shoot for again. Why 80 1/8? Because it's a little bit more than 80, and I figured some of the outer dimension would be eaten up in the bend, so science. All right. Well, that seems pretty good. This isn't good. Nope, that's not good. Why is this not lining up? That's not good. The front of the bed's a 1/4 inch longer. I thought I measured it. I think if I loosen up my stake pocket bolt, I can push the bed rail in a little bit on each side and hopefully level it out. Otherwise I could just have to move this one to the middle and cut the front one slightly longer, which I don't want to do, but I was just a little too tight on that joint now on the left for consistency. I just grind it open a little bit more and it should work. Thank you. I didn't even know it was broken. So, I'm trying to redesign this a little bit because to take this off, you got to pull the rear bolt out, take it off the bracket, and then pull the bracket itself. So I'm gonna try and get there in one move. So it works the same, but the idea is after you break it, this bracket can now stay on here full time. And then when you want to put the rack on, you'll not be able to get it. Alright, well that's not working well. If I would have known, probably would have offset the strut channel half of a hole. So ideally this will be left in all the time. And then when you want to take the rack on and off, you'll just use this monstrosity. But it's difficult to align. So my angle's really tight here, and if you go up one, you can't quite get it either. So you really need to be right there. Much better. Yeah, now if I would have just staggered this from the beginning, probably would have hit that slot right there in the middle, right between the two, and got it no problem, but that's easy now. And that'll make taking the whole rack on and off a lot easier, rather than having to pull the bolt off the back and then take this off to the side and then take the bracket off. It'll just be in one shot. Boom. I'm pretty happy with that. Wish we would have got it right from the first time, but now you know better. Just make sure all these are wide enough over here. Yep. That'll do her. Little sneak peek at the front end. Oh, yeah, it's a 3.5 with a winch in it. How do we do that? I didn't record me spray painting the rack, but I'm sure you can figure that out. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.